Sairam students, I welcome all of you once again to the session of General Science. Okay, so before starting with the new topic, let's have a look at this image. Observe this image very carefully. Observe this image very carefully and see what all things you see here in this diagram. What all things you can see here in this diagram. Let's recollect once again whatever things you can see here in this diagram. So what things you can see here in this diagram? So we can see that there is one boy who is holding the kite. Okay, there is one girl who is reading the textbook or notebook something. Then what you can see here in this diagram? House is there. Then we can see the dog in this diagram. We can see there is one box there in this diagram. And what else we can see here in this diagram? There is one football is there. Again we can see that in one corner there is trees also there. And what all things you can see here in this diagram? We can see the dustbin also here. Then I can see that hen is also here. And along with the hen you can see that the chickens are also roaming here and there. Am I right? And one more thing, you can see that on the sky you can see the clouds everywhere. And along with the cloud we can see that there are some birds who are flying in the sky. Am I right? So what is the moral of this story of this diagram? Why I ask you to observe this diagram? Okay, now I want you students to differentiate the two things. What I want to do here, we have to classify the pictures which we see into the two parts. The one part will be the living thing and the other part will be the non-living thing. Okay, so I hope so you must have seen the things in the pictures. Now shall we classify the things which we are looking in this picture? Okay, so we will make the two column. One column will be for living things and the other column will be for non-living things. Okay, so from this picture what we can see that over here? From this picture we can say that tree, hen, then boy, then there is a girl, there is a dog. These all are the living thing. Am I right? And from this picture we can say that over here football, then kite, then house, then dustbin. These all are the non-living thing. Am I right over here? So here I have the classified the things of the non-living things and the living things. I hope so you also classified the things like this only. Okay, so there are certain living things and there are certain non-living things, and these living things and these non-living things, when they comes together they make our environment, they make our ecosystem. Okay, students, I want to ask you, on which basis you said that this is the living thing and this is a non-living thing? There must be some criteria. You said that this is non-living and this is living. Can I say that the house is living? Can I say that the book and the football it is living? No, absolutely not. Okay, can I say that the girl, the boy, then chicken and the dog, they are living? Of course they are living thing. Okay, so that means there are certain things which are present in the living thing and they are not present in the non-living thing. There must be certain kind of the criteria. Okay, so what are the criteria which are present in the living thing and which are not present in the non-living thing? Think about it. I'll give you some time for thinking. So you must have thought something, no? These are the characteristic of the living thing and these are the characteristic of the non-living thing. So because of this thing you said that it is living thing, and because of something you said that this is non-living thing. So what are those criteria? Any guesses? What are the characteristic of the living thing so that you said that it is living thing and it is non-living thing? Any guesses? Yeah, so let's have a look over here. There are certain characteristic of the living thing. So what are the characteristic of the living thing? The living things can move. Okay, so boy can move from one place to another place. We can move from one place to the another place by ourselves. Okay, even dog can go by that. Even dog can move from one place to the another place. Okay, so basically all type of the living organism, they can move from one place to the another place. That is one of the characteristic of what? Living thing. Okay. And we all living organism do the respiration also, isn't it? If we stop breathing even for 1 second, we will get suffocation. Okay, and because of the suffocation, even person can die also. That means we living thing, we require the air for breathing, air for respiration. These non-living thing, they do not require any kind of the air for respiration. Okay, and the most importantly, we living thing require food, air and water for the survival purpose. If food, air and water it is not provided to us, then eventually the living organism might die also. So that's why it is the one of the important feature of the living thing. Okay, and non-living thing do not require food, air and water. Have you ever seen that football is eating food and football is drinking water? No. That means what? Non-living thing do not require food, air and water. Okay. And one more thing, what? They can grow. Who can grow? We living organism can grow, na? Have you seen that now football is of this size and after 2 years the football will become of this size? No, absolutely not. Okay. The non-living thing will remain as it is even after many years. Okay. But what about the living thing like us? The living things, they will grow, they will expand slowly. Take the example of the plant. If you sow the small plant will grow eventually. Even baby grows eventually. So can I say that the all type of the living organism, they grow. Okay, so the growth is the one of the important characteristic of what? All type of the living organism. Okay, and most importantly, all type of the living organism, even they do the excretion process. What is the meaning of excretion? The removal of waste material from our body. What are the waste material which we remove from the body? Like sweating, it is one of the waste material of our body. Then what is the next waste material? Urination, then fecal sample. These are the waste material of the body, and this waste material can be only produced by the living organism and it is not produced by the non-living organism. Did you understand now? And the last but not least, one of the important feature of the living organism is that they can reproduce. What is the meaning of reproduce? The living organism can produce the new young one like themselves. Like cat will reproduce kitten, dog will reproduce puppies, human being will reproduce a human being only. Okay, so all type of the living organism, they got the ability of what? Reproduction. Have you ever seen that non-living thing like dustbin, non-living thing like cat, non-living thing like football, they are replicating by themselves? No, of course not. Okay, so that means I can say that these are the characteristic of living thing, and depending upon these character we classified the components of living thing and the non-living thing. Okay, I hope so you all students noting down these points in your notebook. Okay, so do copy all these points in your notebook. So what are the characteristics of the living thing, students? Living thing can move, they can respire, they need food, air and water, they can grow, they can excrete and they can reproduce. Okay, so today we are going to start with lesson number 2, that is the living world. Okay, so this new topic we are going to start today. Okay, so living world, what exactly we are going to learn? Let's see that one by one. Okay, now students, observe this picture very carefully. The first picture shows the young ones and the second picture shows the adult one over here. Okay, in the first picture you can see that a girl and the boy is there and small puppy is there. Even you can see that beside a boy there is small plant also, little bit small plant in between. Okay, And after many year, in the second picture you can see that there are certain changes. Can you guess what are the changes? You can see that boy is modified into the man, that girl is modified into the woman, that small tree, that small plant got converted into the huge tree, that small puppy that is converted into the huge dog also. You can see the diagram very clearly. Okay, so here the first picture shows the young one, the second picture shows the adult one, and I hope so you can get the difference between them. What exactly the difference you see among the two picture? Any guesses? What exactly the difference you see among the two picture, the young one and the adult one? Can you see that in that picture there is growth phenomenon? In the first picture the plant is very small, and then the plant became very small, very big, it has grown very taller. Okay, in the first picture you can see that girl and boy, they are modified into the man and woman. That small puppy got converted into the dog. Okay, so here there is a change in the height of the individual and the change in the width of an individual. So these are the characteristic of the living thing, and in both the picture what we can see, the growth phenomenon. So this growth is very important feature of the living organism. Okay, so during the period of the growth, baby gains in height, weight and the strength. Okay, so when we grow from childhood to the adulthood, there are many changes. So what are those changes which occurs in our body? So the changes occurs in the height, weight and the strength. Okay, so the cloth which we used in the childhood, same cloth can we use right now also in the adulthood? No, because our body is grown completely, the height is grown, and that's why the cloth which we used in the childhood right now we cannot use, because those clothes cannot fit right now. Okay, so the baby grown ups into the adult. Okay, and the adult could be depending upon the gender, the adult could be either man or woman. Okay, in the same manner, all animals grow in the adults in the certain period. Like not only human being, all type of the living organism which are found around us, they grow slowly, including the plant also. And generally, for we humans, 18 to 21 years, this is the particular growth time. After 18 year and after 21 year, can our height increases? Can we become taller and taller day by day after crossing 20? No, it's not possible. Only till the age of 21 our height can grow. Okay, after that our height won't be able to grow. Okay, so our time period for the growth is particularly between the 18 to 21. Is that clear to you, students? Okay, now we want to see that whether this growth phenomenon it occurs in the plants also or not. Okay, so that's why we are doing one experiment. So what is that experiment? Here you can see that there is one potted sapling which I have kept here in this diagram, and what we did, we tied a thread at the tip of the potted sapling and we stretched that thread. Okay, so you can see that here in this diagram small sapling is there. Okay, and we stretch the thread and we hold it on the tap on the upper portion over there. Okay, we kept this sapling as it is for 10 to 15 days. What we will observe after 10 to 15 days, as this small plant it is living thing. So as this small plant it is living thing, after 10 to 15 days what we can observe? Any guesses? Any guesses, students? What we'll observe after 10 to 15 days? Yeah, after 10 to 15 days, the plant has grown taller. The plant will grow taller. And how you can say that the plant has grown taller? You can see here in this diagram, the thread is loosened. In the previous diagram, the thread was straight. Okay, and as the plant started growing in the height wise manner, the straight thread it loosened. Okay, so from this experiment, can I say that the plants are growing if we provide them proper nutrition for the growth and development purpose? What tells us that the plant has grown taller? There must be something. Okay, so if in all plant it is mainly the width and the height of the stem that is grown. Can you see the two diagram? Now can you compare? In the first diagram the plant was very small and the thread was very straight, and here in the second diagram the plant has grown taller and the thread become loose. Okay, so this shows that all plants are growing in the height wise manner also and in the width wise manner also. Okay, so students, here in this diagram what you can see in diagram number 1 and diagram number 2, can you identify the picture? What are these plants? Any guesses? What are these trees? Yeah, your guess is absolutely right. Might be from the picture number 1 you might be not able to guess the diagram, but definitely from the picture number 2 you can guess what is that diagram. Okay, the first picture, the diagram number 1, here in the two diagram you can see that the first tree it is a banyan tree and the second one is the coconut tree. First one is a banyan tree and the second one is a coconut tree. So can you see the difference between the growth of the banyan tree and the growth of the coconut tree? Yeah, what we can see here in this diagram, the banyan tree it is growing in the widthwise manner. The banyan tree it is growing in the widthwise manner. Okay, and on the other hand if we observe the coconut tree it is becoming taller and taller and taller. Okay, so that is the difference between the plant of the coconut and the banyan. Is that clear? So likewise, banyan tree and the coconut tree, there are different variety of the plant which we see around us has a different characteristic of the growth. We can't say that plant only become taller and taller. We can't say that the plant will become wider and wider. It depends upon the plant to plant and it will depend upon the climate. Is that clear to you, students? Okay, so though all the living things grow, animals grow only for the certain period, and on the other hand plants grow as long as they live. Okay, so have you ever observed that we human being we also become taller and taller and taller? No, that means what? We have certain restriction for the growth, but plant can grow as much as they live. What is the proof? Plant can live as much as they live. Okay, we can you must have seen that most of the time the leaves of the plant they shed off, and during rainy season again plants regain their leaves, flower blooms, then fruit also occurs on the plant. So development of the fruit, development of the flower, and the development of the new leaves, it is the live example that the plant grow as much as they live. Even if you must have seen that during rainy season on roadside we chop down many big trees. Even after chopping down of the branches of the trees you must have seen that again after a few days the branches again grows. Okay, so the again as branches grow, this is the one of the example that the plants are growing continuously as much as they live. Is that clear to you now? Okay, so what we had learned till now, we spoke that what are the characteristic of the living thing, and we spoke about exactly what are the characteristic of non-living thing, what are the characteristic of the living thing, and the most importantly what is the growth factor and how this growth is different in the animals and how this growth is different in the plant, that also we had seen. Okay, so the growth of the living things occur from within the body, which means that growth occurs in all parts of the body. Okay, that means the growth will occur in the all parts of body means what? As you can see that the baby will develop into the adult. That means that baby's whole body part will grow slowly, not only one body part. So the growth says that it is the complete development of the body. Is that clear now? Did you understand what we had learned just now? We learnt about the growth phenomenon, okay, and we learnt about how this growth is important to us, okay. So the next part we will continue in the next session, okay. And one more thing, the worksheet which is given below the YouTube link, please do solve. Bye, take care, see you soon.